Hey, what's up everyone? Today we're talking about credit cards and busting some myths that might be holding you back from achieving that 850 credit score. Now, you might have heard some things about credit cards. Some good, some bad, and some downright confusing. Well, I'm here to clear the air and debunk 5 common credit card myths that might be hurting your score without you even realizing it. So, whether you're a seasoned credit card pro or just starting out, stick around because this video is packed with valuable information that can save you money and headaches in the long run. All right, let's jump right into our first myth. Carrying a balance on your credit card helps improve your credit score. Now, I know you might have heard this one before, maybe even from your Uncle Sal or your friend who seems to know everything about money. But guys, let me tell you, this is absolutely 100% false. It's one of those myths that just won't go away. Don't fall for it. Think about it. Why would carrying debt and paying interest ever be a good thing for your credit? It just doesn't make sense. The truth is, credit card companies love it when you carry a balance because they make money off of you in interest charges. They profit from your debt. Your credit score is mostly about showing lenders you can be responsible with borrowed money and pay it back on time. It's about trust and reliability. Carrying a balance doesn't prove anything except that you're willing to pay extra for things. It shows you're okay with unnecessary expenses. In fact, it actually hurts your credit utilization ratio, which is a fancy way of saying how much of your available credit you're using. High utilization can signal risk to lenders. Ideally, you want to keep your utilization below 30%. This shows you're not over-relying on credit. Pay those balances off in full every month and watch your credit score soar. It's the best way to maintain a healthy financial profile. Moving on to myth number 2, which is closing old credit card accounts will improve your credit score. Now, this one's a little trickier because it seems to make sense on the surface. You might be thinking, hey, I don't use that old card anymore, so closing it will simplify things and boost my score, right? Well, not so fast. Here's the thing, closing old accounts can actually hurt your credit score, and here's why. It all comes down to credit history, which makes up a significant portion of your overall score. The longer you've had credit accounts open and in good standing, the better it reflects on your credit worthiness. When you close an old account, you're essentially shortening your credit history, which can lower your score, especially if it was one of your older accounts. Not only that, but closing an account can also negatively impact your credit utilization ratio, which we talked about earlier. So, unless there's a compelling reason to close an old account, like high annual fees or a history of overspending, it's generally best to keep it open. Keeping it open helps maintain a longer credit history and a healthier credit utilization ratio, both of which are crucial for a good credit score. So think twice before closing that old account. It might be more beneficial to keep it active and in good standing. All right, let's tackle myth number 3. Checking your credit score will lower it. This is a big one, and I've heard so many people say they're afraid to even look at their credit report because they think it'll magically drop their score. Let's clear up this misconception right now. Checking your credit score is completely harmless and will not lower it. What you're thinking of is a hard inquiry, which can ding your score slightly. Hard inquiries happen when you apply for new credit, like a loan or a credit card, and the lender checks your credit report as part of their approval process. This type of inquiry can temporarily lower your score by a few points. However, when you check your own score, it's considered a soft inquiry, which doesn't impact your score at all. Soft inquiries are completely safe and have no effect on your credit. In fact, knowing your credit score is crucial for understanding your financial health and making informed decisions about managing your credit. Regularly checking your score can help you spot any errors or signs of identity theft early. So, don't be afraid to check your credit score regularly. It's a good habit to get into and can help you stay on top of your financial game. There are plenty of free and safe websites and apps that allow you to monitor your credit without any negative consequences. These tools can provide you with valuable insights and tips on how to improve your credit score over time. So, take advantage of these resources and keep an eye on your credit score. It's an important step towards achieving financial stability and peace of mind. All right, let's debunk myth number 4, which is you only need one credit card. While it's true that you don't need a wallet overflowing with plastic, having multiple credit cards can actually be beneficial for your credit score and your overall financial life, as long as you manage them responsibly, of course. Remember how we talked about credit utilization? Well, having more than one credit card increases your total available credit, which can lower your utilization ratio and potentially boost your score. Not only that, but different credit cards come with different perks and rewards programs. You might have a card that offers great cash back on groceries, while another gives you travel miles for flights and hotels. By strategically using different cards for various expenses, you can maximize your rewards and potentially save a lot of money in the long run. Of course, the key here is responsibility. But with careful planning and responsible use, having more than one card can be a smart financial move. And finally, let's bust myth number 5. Credit cards are only for people with good credit. This is a common misconception that prevents many people from building their credit in the first place. The truth is, there are credit cards designed for people with all types of credit scores, including those who are new to credit or are trying to rebuild their credit history. For those just starting, secured credit cards are a great option. These cards require a security deposit that typically matches your credit limit, which minimizes the risk for the lender. By using a secured card responsibly and making on-time payments, you can establish a positive credit history and gradually work your way up to a traditional unsecured card. There are also credit cards specifically designed for people with less than perfect credit, known as credit building cards. Don't let the myth that credit cards are only for those with perfect credit hold you back from taking control of your financial future. That wraps up our 5 credit card myths debunked. I hope you found this video helpful in understanding the ins and outs of credit and how to avoid common pitfalls that can hurt your score. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to your finances, and by being informed and proactive, you can make smart decisions that set you up for success. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more finance tips. And don't forget to share this video with a friend who could benefit from these credit hacks. Now go out there and crush your credit goals.